Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi everyone. How are you doing today? Hola, hola a todos. Bienvenidos a un nuevo en vivo. ¿Cómo están todos? Espero que estén muy bien. How's it going, guys? Welcome to a new live stream. I hope you're doing well. And today we're going to talk about exclamations in Spanish. We're going to talk a little bit about grammar, words, and expressions as well. We're going to learn a lot. So I don't know if it's going to be a long lesson, but it's not going to be short. Okay, so before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and also click on the bell icon so you can get notified every time I live stream. Also, you can, if you want to chat with me, you can join our Discord server. And it's free, guys. So if you want to learn more Spanish, if you want to practice your Spanish, if you want to interact with other people that are interested in learning some Spanish, please feel free to join our community. You can find the link to that in the video description down below in this video. Okay. So I see some people online. I see some people on the live chat. KS. Hello, KS. How's it going? ¿Cómo estás? Espero que estés bien. Also, Michael Welling. Hola a todos. Hola, Michael. Maria Grazia Boccolini. Welcome, Maria. How's it going? Sonja. Hi. Sorry for butchering your names, guys. I'm so sorry. But welcome, Sonja. And also Ernest Karaoke. Hola. So yeah, guys, you can use the live chat if you want to say hola. If you want to ask questions about what we're learning, you can do that as well. Feel free to do that and use the live chat. Okay, so I also want to give a big shout out to our members, to our Cafecito members, William Lopez, David Beaver, and KS. Thank you, guys. The support is greatly appreciated. If you guys, other than our members, if you are interested in getting a membership on this channel, you can actually support this channel through that. You only need to click on the join button down below, and basically you're just buying me a coffee because I love coffee. And in the process, you will be also helping this channel. So yeah, if you like what I do, please just check that out. Just click on the join button down below. Okay, so let's talk about exclamations in Spanish. Exclamations in Spanish. What is this about? Well, you know what exclamations are. We have it in English. So exclamations help emphasize what people are saying, okay? So if you want to really emphasize what you're saying, you can use exclamations. The exclamation mark is used commonly for greeting exclamation phrases. So in English, you put an exclamation mark at the end of a sentence. But in Spanish, there's actually another exclamation mark, and that's the upside down exclamation mark. So essentially, you need to use two exclamation marks, the upside down one first, and then the regular one, the normal one at the end of your sentence. So yes, that's quite interesting. So how does that work? Let me just show you some examples, okay? So we have three simple examples. The first one says, qué bien. You also gotta add some emotion. You're surprised. You could be surprised. You could be angry as well. But yeah, essentially you need to emphasize what you're saying. Qué bien. Good. Okay. So we can see clearly the upside down exclamation mark right here and the regular one here, or the normal one here. So you gotta add both. Qué bien. Now, that means good, okay? So, yeah, that's simple. It's a very common phrase to say when you want to say good in Spanish. Qué bien, okay? So, the next example says, Miguel, me gusta tu casa. Miguel, me gusta tu casa. Miguel, I like your house. That's what it means. It's just very simple. And you can see that we have the exclamation mark right here in the middle of the sentence. So you essentially can add a comma. You could be saying something else. You add a comma, and then you can insert your exclamation sentence or your exclamation phrase. And you don't need to capitalize the first letter. You don't need to do that if you have a comma before the exclamation phrase. So, me gusta tu casa. Me gusta tu casa. Miguel, me gusta tu casa. Miguel, I like your house. And yeah, you end the sentence with that exclamation mark that we know already. And the beauty of, the whole sentence structure in Spanish is that you can actually be more flexible. You can have a subject, or rather, if you're talking to someone, you can have the name of that person at the end of the sentence or at the beginning of the sentence. So that's up to you. And that applies to pronouns as well. Yo, tú, él, nosotros, ustedes, ellos, vosotros, and etc. So, so in this case, we can also say, me gusta tu casa, Miguel. Me gusta tu casa, Miguel. And we can see that the whole sentence is one big exclamation phrase or sentence, okay? So we can include everything inside of the exclamation marks, or we can have, things outside of the exclamation marks, add a comma, and then have the exclamation sentence, or we can have just one. So it's very flexible. The only difference is in the second example, we can see that this part here, we're not capitalizing the letter M, okay? And in this part here, because it's the beginning of the sentence, you should capitalize the first letter, M, in this situation. Okay, so I see people on the live chat. More people. Roger, welcome. Ernest. Yeah, Ernest. I saw him before. Oh wow, Ernest says, I am your subscriber from Canada. Nice to see you all. Well, that's pretty cool. I actually live in Canada as well. I'm in Canada, so that's pretty cool. That's awesome, Ernest. Welcome. And also Jason Powell Jr. Hola, mi gente, ¿cómo estás? Hola, Jason. Nice to read you. Nice to read you all, because that's awesome that you're participating, you're interacting with me. So that's awesome. That's awesome, guys. Welcome. Okay. So, let's move on. I need to drink some water first. Okay, so let's move on. Let me just erase all of this. Okay, perfect. So we learned that, like how to use the exclamation marks and how flexible sentences can be in Spanish. So that's something good. I like that. Okay, so those are basic examples. Now we're gonna learn exclamatory words, okay? Michael Wellen, oh my God, I'm in Canada too. Awesome. That's amazing. Canada is awesome. It's so nice to see where you're from. And I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so now exclamatory words. There are not too many. There's some. Essentially, you can make an exclamation phrase, like any sentence can be an exclamation phrase or sentence, okay? You're changing your tone, you're emphasizing what you're saying. So you could say, I don't know, like, estoy cansada. I'm tired, right? Or you can say, estoy cansada, and you're like changing your tone. You're just expressing yourself. You're emphasizing that you're tired. So essentially, you can do that with any sentence. You can have some exclamation sentence very easily in Spanish and in any other language, I believe. And but there are some words in Spanish that help you emphasize your sentences, okay? Or you can notice that you are using some exclamatory words in Spanish. For example, the first one is que. Just like we use que in different questions in Spanish, you can also use que for exclamations, okay? So there's a formula to do that. First, you have to use que, and you need to include the accent mark, la tilde, this one right here, okay? So you gotta use it if you are using exclamations in Spanish. So que plus a noun or an adjective or an adverb, okay? Nouns, adjectives, and adverbs. So that's the formula. Que plus nouns, adjectives, and adverbs, okay? For example, you can say, qué bonito lugar. Qué bonito lugar, okay? So you are just expressing that a place is really beautiful. So this essentially means, what a beautiful place. Qué bonito lugar. No lo puedo creer. I can't believe it. Okay? So what a beautiful place. I can't believe it. Qué bonito lugar. Que in this situation means what a beautiful place. Bonito, beautiful, lugar, place. Okay? So that's what this means. Qué bonito lugar. Qué bonito lugar. What a beautiful place. And we can see bonito is an adjective. Okay? So as I mentioned before, you can use adjectives after que. Qué bonito lugar. Qué feo lugar. Qué precioso lugar. So you can change bonito. You can change it to a different adjective. That's up to you. Okay? You're expressing yourself. Okay, the next one is qué bien te ves. Qué bien te ves. Qué bien te ves. How well you look. Or you're pretty much saying that someone looks very good. Like maybe you have to go somewhere fancy. So you have to dress up a little. And you can say qué bien te ves to that person. And that means how well you look. You look amazing, okay? Essentially, you're saying that. Bien in this situation is an adverb, okay? Remember, we can use nouns, adjectives, or adverbs. Now, if you want to use a noun, okay? If you want to use a noun, you could say qué lugar. Qué lugar. You can even say just that, and you're just expressing that you're impressed by the place, okay? ¿Qué lugar? And remember, lugar is a noun. So, ¿qué lugar? Wow, like what a place. It's just amazing. So essentially, you can just use nouns. You can add adjectives. In this case, bonito. That's the adjective. Or you can use adverbs like bien. Bien is an adverb, okay? Bien. Bonito. Bonito adjective, bien, adverb. Okay, so que. Remember, you gotta use the accent mark on top of the letter E. And that's amazing. I mean, it's quite challenging to do that if you're typing on your keyboard. It's like, oh my God, I just, I don't know how to type the accent marks or the upside down exclamation mark. But if you set your keyboard to the English United States, if you're using a PC computer or a PC, I'm not sure on a Mac, but I actually have a video about that, how to add all those special characters, the tilde, accent mark, the upside down exclamation mark, and all of that. So if you want to check that out, you just have to search for the video. I mean, yeah, I have a lot of videos on this channel. But anyways, so, okay, that's one exclamatory word. The next one, guys, is como. And this one is, it's okay. I mean, it's really useful. Que is more common, but also como. But yeah, you can find both when you're trying to learn exclamations in Spanish. And the formula or the secret here is you need to use como. Como, remember the tilde, the accent mark on the first O. And you have to add, or you can add, a conjugated verb, okay? So that's the secret there. You use como, and you gotta use after some conjugated verb. For example, you can say, ¿Cómo cantas de bonito? ¿Cómo cantas de bonito? And let me tell you that de is part of the whole exclamation sentence, okay? So you gotta use como, then a conjugated verb, and then, or after, the word de. ¿Cómo cantas de bonito? And bonito is an adjective. So that's a secret right there. That's a very helpful tip. And in this situation, ¿Cómo cantas de bonito? Means how beautiful you sing, or you're singing amazing. My God, I'm so surprised. How beautiful you sing. ¿Cómo cantas de bonito? Okay? Cantas, remember, that's the conjugated verb. And essentially, we're not adding a personal pronoun. Okay? The personal pronoun here is tú. ¿Cómo tú cantas de bonito? But remember, in Spanish, we don't use personal pronouns a lot. We don't use them a lot. We use them if we really need to let you know who we're talking about. But because the conjugation of different verbs in different tenses are very unique, you don't need the personal pronoun. You know that you're talking about tú. Tú cantas. ¿Cómo cantas de bonito? How beautiful you sing. Okay? So that's amazing. That's amazing that you can say something like that. It might be complicated at first. Maybe you're like, I don't understand the phrase. Why do we have de? But that's how it works in Spanish. Sometimes you have, different Spanish words, and when you're trying to translate that directly into English, then it can be a problem because you can't translate word by word, from Spanish into English. That's a nightmare. So you gotta just get familiar with the structure, the Spanish sentence structure, and then you're gonna be able to just speak Spanish really naturally. Okay, so the next phrase is ¿Cómo comes de rápido? ¿Cómo comes de rápido? And this means how fast you eat. How fast you eat. Some people eat very fast. Some people don't. And I gotta say, I eat slow. Like, I don't like to eat too fast. But yeah, it's surprising when people eat really fast. So you can say, ¿Cómo comes de rápido? How fast you eat. Oh my goodness. So once again, we have como, and also comes. That's the conjugated verb. Como tú comes. Essentially, you're saying como tú comes. But we don't need the personal pronoun tú, or tú, sorry. And we only need the conjugated verb. Como comes de, we have this random Spanish word, but it just goes well together. Como, conjugated verb, and then de. Como comes de, and then rápido. Rápido means fast, okay? And yeah, that's how this sentence works. How we learned how to use como and, in an exclamation sentence. And yeah, como comes de rápido means how fast you eat. Man. Okay, now let's look at the next exclamation or exclamatory word. Okay, we only have 3. And then after that, we will go over some expressions, some common expressions, okay, that you can add to your whole sentences, all your sentences. Okay. Cuanto. The first one was que, then como, and now cuanto. And this is an exclamatory word as well. It's not difficult to use this one, but this one has more than one version of it, okay? So we have cuanto. We can also have cuanta. Just let me change this to cuanta. So we have cuanto, cuanta. We have cuantos. That's plural, masculine plural. So cuanto is masculine singular. Cuanta, feminine singular. Then you have cuantos, masculine plural, and cuantas, feminine plural. Okay, so this one has it's not tricky, but you gotta pay attention to what you're talking about. Is it feminine? Is it singular, plural, masculine? What is it? Okay, so you gotta match the gender and the quantity. And let's look at the first example. ¿Cuánto dinero? Oh my God. ¿Cuánto dinero? And this means with a lot of money. Like that's a lot of money. If you see a lot of money, you can say ¿Cuánto dinero? Oh my God. Okay. So cuánto, we're using cuánto because we're talking about dinero. Dinero is masculine and singular. Dinero is a noun as well. That's why we're saying cuánto. Okay? Cuánto dinero? What a lot of money. Okay, the next one is, let's look at this one here. Cuánto te amo. Cuánto te amo. Cuánto te amo. And this means how much I love you. Okay? So you're expressing that you love someone a lot. So that's why you can say cuánto te amo. Okay? How much I love you. And this is interesting because I forgot to say that the formula here is you need cuánto, and then you also need a noun, conjugated verbs, or common phrases. Okay, so this is a bit more complicated. So in this case, dinero is a noun. That's why we're saying cuánto dinero. Okay, and it makes sense. In this situation, cuánto means what a lot. Okay? And the next one, cuánto te amo. Cuánto means how much, like you're just expressing that you love someone a lot in this situation. Okay? And te amo is a common phrase. Te amo, te odio, te admiro, te quiero, and so on. So essentially, you are using a common phrase after cuánto, and te amo means I love you, of course. And the next one, cuántas plantas. Cuántas plantas. Okay? So now we're talking about plants. Imagine a room full of plants. That could be one of my rooms because I have many plants. But cuántas plantas? How many plants? Oh my goodness. And this is interesting. Now, let me just clarify something. Because I have the accent mark in a different place here. And I don't want to confuse you. Okay? Sorry about that. And nobody told me, huh? Nobody saw that. But essentially, you have to do that. I don't know why this is like that. But essentially, yeah, the accent mark is here. Has to go there. And on the top of the letter A. And now, ¿cuántas plantas? ¿Cuántas plantas? In this situation, we're talking about how many. Because, in English, we have something that be countable and things that are not countable. Like love, you can't count love. You can't see, it's not tangible. You can't say, this is one portion of love. Or, well, money is different. But plantas means plants. You can count plants, right? You can say, I have 100 plants, 2 plants. So that's why cuántas. You don't need to worry about that in Spanish, by the way. How many and how much in Spanish is just the same. So cuántas plantas means how many plants. Oh my God, cuántas plantas. Remember that you gotta match the grammatical gender and the quantity of what you're talking about in Spanish. So that's why we're using cuántas. Cuántas. Plantas is a noun and it is feminine, las plantas, and it's also plural. We're talking about more than one plant. ¿Cuántas plantas? How many plants? Oh my goodness. Lastly, guys, we have no puedo creer cuánto odias a tu jefe. So this is a longer phrase. And I just wanted to add something more because if I say cuánto odias a tu jefe, that sounds like I'm asking you how much do you hate your boss, right? But we're expressing, we're not asking. That's why I added no puedo creer. No puedo creer. And that means I can't believe. Right here. I can't believe. ¿Cuánto odias a tu jefe? How much, cuánto, how much you hate your boss. Odias a tu jefe. So in this situation, guys, we have a conjugated verb. Odias is conjugated. Essentially, you're not saying tú odias, okay? Remember, we don't say personal pronouns in Spanish. We do not repeat personal pronouns in Spanish a lot, just a few times. No puedo creer cuánto odias a tu jefe. I can't believe how much you hate your boss. Okay? So, once again, cuánto works with nouns. So you have cuánto and then a noun or a conjugated verb, or you can also use common phrases like te amo. Okay? So that's quite interesting. Do you guys have any questions? Do you have any questions? Remember, you have the upside down exclamation mark at the beginning of your sentence. And you have an exclamatory word like que, como, and cuanto. Okay? So that's quite interesting. Now, just to make things more dramatic, you can have expressions, other expressions, common ones. Okay, and we're gonna learn some. Whoa, I see 31-second car show. Hey, you. Wow. Thank you for donating $2. Thank you for the support. 31-second car show. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, guys, you can also use something called Super Chat, which you essentially use to just donate to this channel. You can just use that on the live chat. You should see an option on the live chat for super chat messages. So if you're interested in doing that, that would be also greatly appreciated. Thank you again, 31-second car show. Thanks. Okay, so other exclamatory expressions. We have so many in Spanish, and I'm just gonna tell you a few. There are so many, but these ones, guys, these are very commonly used. So you can use them if you want to express yourself, if you want to just say, oh my God, or wow, well, or darn, shoot, oh my. So yeah, we have those in Spanish. Obviously, the translation is not literal because some of them don't have an accurate translation or English translation. So just keep that in mind. 31-second car show says, I'm pretty far behind, but I just wanted to say thank you for the content. Wow, amazing. Thank you so much for the kind message, 31-second car show. It's okay. It's all good. I know I didn't live stream last week. I apologize for that. I've been very busy, but I had to do it today. I had to do that today. By the way, guys, just let me tell you again, if you want to chat with me like on a different platform, because I'm over there on Discord quite a lot. I'm there often, so you can join the Spanish community there. You need to click on the link that says Discord server or something like that, Discord, and there's that's in the video description down below. If you want to chat with me and others about Spanish, you can do that. It's free, guys. It's free, and we have already some people over there, so that's pretty awesome. And but once again, thank you, 31-second car show. I appreciate your kind message. Okay, so now let's read all the exclamatory expressions. The first one is vaya, vaya, vaya. That essentially means wow or well. It's just an approximate translation, of course. Vaya. Wow, well, so if you're surprised by something, you can say, vaya, vaya, wow, well, vaya, vaya, vaya. Okay, so it could be, you can use this in positive situations, or if you're not too happy about something, it's flexible. It's flexible. You can use it for good and bad situations, so it's up to you. The next one is Madre mía. This one is very, very commonly used in Spain. Madre mía. But also, it can be used in Latin America. So don't worry about that. You can use it in every Spanish-speaking country. So yeah, vaya as well. Vaya, madre mía, madre mía. You're pretty much saying my mother. That's the literal translation. My mother. But it's similar to the English expression, oh my, madre mía. So if you, everybody should love their mother. But if you really love your mom, you can say this. And yeah, it's a nice, polite. It's not impolite, so you can say it. Madre mía, madre mía. And it can also be used in good situations or bad situations. Okay, so it's something that can surprise you, essentially, or you can use it in surprising situations, unexpected situations as well. Caramba, caramba. I'm pretty sure you've heard this one from a show. Is it The Simpsons or something like that? I'm not familiar with that show, but I know that one of the characters, Bart says caramba. I believe so. I'm not sure, but caramba is also commonly used. It's if you don't want to say bad words, you can say caramba, and that means gee. Okay, gee, or you're pretty much surprised because something happened. Could be bad or good. I would say mostly bad, but it can also be just in a situation. It can be used in a situation where you want to express surprise, okay? Or if something is unexpected. Okay, the next one is por Dios, por Dios, por Dios. And this means, oh my God, por Dios. So, por Dios literally means for God, something like that. Por means for, Dios, God, okay? So, if you're religious, you can say this, and essentially you're saying, oh my God. You're just saying OMG, por Dios. You can also say Dios mío, just like madre mía. You could say Dios mío. So you would change this to Dios mío, okay? Dios mío. And that's essentially the same thing. Oh my God. But yeah, you can use Dios mío, por Dios. That means OMG. It's just as simple as that. OMG. And of course, all of these expressions are used when you're surprised, okay? So, por Dios can be used if you're frustrated, if you're like, oh my God, like I can't believe it. Like I just can't. It's just too frustrating. You can say por Dios if you're a little upset. Now, the next one, guys, is rayos. 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 This one is used if you are angry. If you don't like something, you can use rayos. Essentially, that literally means lightning. Lightning. That means lightning. You know, when a storm is happening, thunderstorm or something like that, and you can see the lightning, that's what it means. Rayos, rayos, rayos. And that translates to darn, darn, shoot. And yeah, you can use this one if you're angry, if you're frustrated, if you don't like what's going on. You can say this, rayos, rayos, I forgot the keys. Rayos, olvidé las llaves. Rayos, perdí mi billetera. Darn, I lost my wallet. Okay, so yeah, you can use this expression It's good. It's good. The next one is cielos. Cielos. And that means heavens or good heavens, you know. Again, this is similar to rayos, you know, cielos, when something's going on that you're not happy about, you know, some bad situation, you can say cielos, or oh my God, you know, like I don't like this at all. Cielos, heavens. So this one is also commonly used. All of these guys are not impolite, so you can just use them freely. Don't worry about saying something wrong. You're essentially saying, wow, well, oh my God, oh my, you know, it's nothing too bad. The next one is ay. Ay, ay, Dios mío. You can even mix some of these expressions. You can put them together like, ay, Dios mío. Okay? And that means, oh my God. Like more, you're expressing even more that you're surprised because you're using like many exclamatory expressions. So essentially, I means oh or ouch, you know. If you hit yourself, if you hit yourself with, I don't know, like the coffee table, you can say ay, and that means ouch, you know, something hurt. That's very commonly used. It's a very short one. It's very easy to use. You can say it pretty much anytime. And yeah, I can also mean oh, okay, oh. So I, yeah, I like this one because it means ouch. And I actually use this one when I hurt myself because, you know, I hit the coffee table, just that common thing that happens to everyone. And yeah, I say I don't say ouch. Well, sometimes I do, but I usually say you know, it hurts, duele. Okay, the next one is híjole. This one is very commonly used in Mexico. I'm from Mexico, guys. I was born in Mexico. So híjole means ooh or wow, you know, híjole. And also this one is used mostly when something bad is happening, okay? It's not too positive. It's more like híjole, olvidé olvidé mi carro. I forgot my car. I don't know, why would you forget your car unless you're drunk or something. But what I'm saying is híjole is used in bad situations, okay? If you're having some bad time, you can say híjole, whoa, wow. So it's a negative word, and it's also commonly used. Lastly, guys, wow. I'm pretty sure you know the meaning of this one because you're seeing it on the screen, but essentially that's wow. That's like the spelling that we have of wow in Spanish. So, you know, there's this thing about the pronunciation of the letter W in English and W in Spanish, but we add like at U, the letter U. We emphasize, we pronounce that a lot. Wow, not whoa, you know. We say wow. So essentially that's how we say that in Spanish. And once again, this means wow or whoa, wow. So it's up to you if you want to use any of these exclamatory expressions. They're commonly used, as I said that many times. So they're quite common. You can say all of them. Don't worry about you know, if maybe you're thinking these are bad words or something. No, they're not. They're pretty normal things to say in Spanish. And that's it, guys. We learned quite a few things. We learned about exclamations. We learned we saw different examples. we learned some exclamatory words, que, como, and cuanto. And also we learned some common expressions. And that's it. Do you guys have any questions? Okay, yes. ¿Cómo pensar en espansol? Espansol. I see. Michael, what about hostia? I've heard that in podcasts from Spain. Hostia is only from Spain. That one is from Spain. And I believe that's a bad word. You're referring to you're referring, essentially, I don't know how to say it without, I don't want YouTube to demonetize this video, but essentially you are referring to the female genitalia, hostia. That is what that means. Something, yeah. No, that's a different one. Sorry. That's a different one. That's coño. Coño. I'm confused here. But hostia, I believe you use that if you are angry. Hostia. Me cago en la hostia. They say that a lot, and that's like a bad thing to say. It's impolite. It's impolite. So it's up to you if you want to say it. It's like saying boludo. Boludo, that's from Argentina. Boludo. You gotta be careful with those ones, with those kinds of words, because if you say hostia, if you say boludo, if you say any other word that can be offensive, you might get in trouble. You might get in trouble. Maybe the Spanish speaker that you're talking to might understand something different, so that's why I wanted to focus more on, like some expressions that are not misunderstood by anybody. Okay, so you're not saying something rude, you're not saying something offensive to someone else. So that's why. But hostia, I actually have a video about bad words in Spanish. That was a podcast episode that we don't have that podcast anymore. But on this channel, you can find some podcast episodes. And I talked about bad Spanish words, and I don't know if I included hostia. But yeah, that one is I believe you're gonna be careful with that one, Michael. But that's a great question. Thank you for asking, and you're welcome. Oops. Yeah, coño is a different. That's the thing. That's coño is from Spain, and that refers to the genitalia, the female genitalia. But anyways, just be careful with that. And also boludo. I know that boludo can be a really bad word. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for just being here. Thank you for just tuning in and learning some Spanish here on this channel. I hope it helped. And if you have any more questions, if you missed this live stream, you can just leave your question in the comment section down below. Remember that the description that I have of this video down below has many links. Well, not many, just has the link to Discord if you're interested in joining the Spanish community, if you have more questions, if you want to practice your Spanish, and if you want to chat with me, you can just click on that link. And that's it. Thank you again to everyone on the live chat. You're awesome. And that's it. Take care of yourself. Be careful. Be careful out there. Be safe. And I'll see you next time. Adios. Adios, everyone. Bye-bye.